there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles and today's video is another vlog video. I'm so proud of myself because I have been coming out with some vlogs, kind of back to back. So right now I'm about to begin planning out my content for my podcast because as some of you know, if you've been following this channel, I come out with a new podcast episode every Thursday. So I typically plan for my content on Tuesday. I edit everything that I recorded on Wednesday, and then I go ahead and I upload it on Thursday. So my internet is working. If you watched my vlog yesterday, you know I had a lot of issues with my cellular data, my hardwired internet connection, as well as my Wi-Fi. But today everything is resolved and working great. So I'm so thankful for that. I'm using my tablet. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my notes because throughout the week, if I think of like a good idea to talk about or a good topic, I jot it down so that I can go ahead and get started. And I put a lot of thought into what I talk about and I really plan it out. So I'm just trying to pull up all of my notes here. I don't know. I have notes saved here, and then I also have notes on my notes on my iPhone and also on my Galaxy. So I just pull up my notes and kind of compare and see which topic I want to go with, and then I go with it. But everything that I do is really planned out, like everything, to content, to vlogs are I'm actually enjoying vlogs because I don't have to create like a whole, I can kind of wing it, you know what I mean? Like I don't have to have everything written out for the vlog, you know what I mean? I do have plans on like what I think we're going to do for the day, but if we don't do it, it's okay. There's really no objective to my vlog besides showing what I'm doing that day. For my content videos, though, there is an objective and there's like a whole topic that I like to stay on. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm not really sure what I want to. I have some notes here, but I'm not sure if I want to go with what I already have written down or if I want something new. Sometimes I don't even get what I'm about to talk about until that day. Like I'll pray about it and I'll sit there and then something will just hit me and I'm like, okay, we're going with this. So that's what I do. I'm still not sure as of this time what I'm going to talk about. Like I said, my dog is barking because she wants to go outside, but not right now. So that's what I'm doing now. I wanted to open the vlog doing this. I'm going to go ahead and continue brainstorming a few ideas, and then I will pick you all back up in a moment. Here are some of my notes for my podcast topics. What I typically do when I'm doing a podcast is I come up with a title. So I come up with like a topic, and then I create a title based on the topic. And then I will go ahead and I'll probably write like a sentence as far as what I want to get through with the podcast. And then I have different bullet points that I touch on. So I don't write out every single word that I'm going to say. I speak from my heart and experience. However, I do have different bullet points that are already outlined. So I'll go ahead and I'll start with the first bullet point and I'll elaborate on that, go to the second, elaborate on that, go to the third, elaborate on that. My friend was considering starting a podcast and she mentioned to me, she was like, I have my bullet points, but it's just hard for me to elaborate. And what my suggestion would be to that is do it how you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do a podcast. I think so many people, you'll listen to a podcast or watch another creator do like a YouTube video and you feel like you have to go ahead and do it their way. You don't. Do it differently. If you write down the bullet points and then you find that you're not elaborating on every single bullet point, that's okay. You might just want to say it and drop the mic. You know what I mean? Like say your bullet point and be done with that and move on to the next thing. So you can do it how you want to do it. This is just how I do it because this is the way that I feel most comfortable doing it. And this is the way that I'm able to get my message and my point across in my way, So that's what I do. I always have like about 4 to 5 bullet points, even when I'm creating my YouTube videos, and then I elaborate off of those points. So the ones that don't have a yellow mark are the ones that I have not done yet. The ones with a yellow mark are the ones that I have done. So I've done a lot of my ideas already. I still have some that I have not done yet that I am considering doing. But I have to figure out which one's going to work best for me. I also have some notes, like a number and stuff. But I have to figure out which one feels right. Like if it doesn't feel right to me, I'm not going to want to talk about it. I'm not going to want to elaborate about it. It really does truly have to feel good to me. And I have to feel like talking about it in the moment. So that's what I'm trying to do. Actually, I've done this one too. I did not do that one yet, but I don't know if I want to do that one tomorrow or today. So I'm going to check my Galaxy phone too and see what other topics I have and see what I want to talk about. So, yeah. And then I also go ahead. These are my I have like an upload goal, a monthly listener goal, a monthly play goal, and a how I'm going to promote my podcast for that month. So every month I have a new goal, different set of goals for my podcast and for my business, and also for my my YouTube. I have goals that are yearly goals that are monthly goals, and then I do revisit my goals every month to make sure that they still align with my plan, because some things can change. You can have New Year's resolutions in the beginning of the year and then completely change them by the time next year rolls around. So let me go ahead and continue working with this, and I'll be right back. right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and continue homeschooling. The way that we structure everything, I do my work in the beginning of the day when they start their homeschooling. Throughout the middle of the day, we both continue to work. Once I get them started, we take breaks, and I continue to, once they're taking a break, I typically work. And then when I take a break. I already got them started back on homeschooling again. So I'm at a good stopping point for right now. I'm about to continue homeschooling, and then I will come back, check any more of my emails, or check to see if I have any more emails, text messages, DMs. If it's something I can reply to quickly, I'll go ahead and do it. If it's not, then I'll wait. That's one of the reasons that I have a 24 to 48 hour time frame expectation on my website, just because I do other things outside of business, which I'm sure we all do. So I'm about to get started with that. I'm not going to vlog homeschooling or anything like that. Like I mentioned, I typically don't want to put my children on the camera right now. I mean, you may see bits and pieces of them, but you know, I'm probably going to have to ease into that a little bit. So I'm going to get started with that, and then I'll come back when I'm picking back up on the business for today. All right, so I'm back. Today has been going pretty well. I finally decided on a podcast topic, and I wrote down all of my bullet points, and I also came up with the title. So the next thing for me to do is to actually go ahead and record that episode. When I'm recording, I try to record very, very early, or like in the afternoon. I'll do it in the evening. I'll do it in the evening so that I won't have to, there's really no one really mowing their grass right now. But before, when I was recording my podcast episodes, I would go in the car because it sounds better in the car to me. But then I could hear like my neighbors mowing the grass and them outside playing. And I would be able to hear music if someone was playing music. And I didn't want all of that interference. So I started recording in my bedroom, and then I also started recording in my office. Those areas work okay as long as the dogs don't bark. So I really have to like fill out the place that I'm going to record before I start recording, because I have some spots, but it depends on what's going on like around me. So I try to record super early now. I try to record before my dog wakes up. I try to record before anyone else gets up and start doing like lawn work or house maintenance or work. And that's been working pretty well. So I try to get up around 7. That gives me time to get up before my kids, and gives me a little bit of time to get my podcast recorded, and just have a little bit of quiet time before I actually get started with the bulk of my day. So I'm probably going to record the podcast tomorrow morning, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to record it inside the house, because it's getting really cold now. And if you've been following this channel, then you know that, was it last year or maybe the year before that, I was recording a lot of videos in my car, even during the winter. And it was cold. It was very cold to do it, but I just felt more comfortable in my car. One of the reasons that I felt more comfortable is because I didn't have to worry about so much noise interference. So like if my kids were playing or if the dogs are barking, I didn't want to have to crop so many things out or put music over top of my video. I wanted to just be able to record, get in the zone, and have a quiet place to do so. Since my children are homeschooling, that has really helped them. In a way, it's instilled more structure in them, I believe, because we have set times where we have quiet time, set times when we have times for our schoolwork, time for work, time for breaks, and we've always had a structure, but it has forced me to have even a more defined structure now that we're homeschooling, and I really appreciate it. It's really helped. Not only are we coming closer as a family, but like I said, the structure of the whole house is going a lot smoother than it was before, and that's because we all have to be in the house, and I have to figure out a way to get everything done without anything being left out. So I'm pulling into the store right now, and I will pick you all back up when I come out. Man, I wish I would have stopped at 7-Eleven to get some candy before I pulled in. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stop and go back and go to 7-Eleven really quick. I really want some candy. I really do. All right, so now I'm back home. I have my snacks, my candy, and my chips. And I am about to start creating a post for my badchickhair_biz Instagram page where I give out business tips and information about selling hair. I actually got a text today, and the text says, well, I already know that I like the hair. I know people that have previously purchased, so at this point I'm anxious to get started, and I'm going to post that. I really love hearing positive feedback from my business, and I'm going to create a post outlining how important it is, how important word of mouth is, and how important making sure that you're maximizing every interaction is very, very helpful, not just for that interaction, but for interactions to come. And so I'm sure we've all heard that saying before. Word of mouth is very important, and word of mouth can definitely grow businesses, but I want to definitely highlight that with this post. So right now I'm using Canva. I am trying to figure out what kind of background I want for the post. I'm trying to get a little bit better with making sure that my posts look nice and clean. I'm not the best with it, but I'm just experimenting. The more you try, you'll get better. I do really like that pink. It doesn't really match the green at the top, but I don't know. It'll be fine for now. So I'm going to go ahead and change the @badchickhair to @badchickhair_biz. And moving right along, I am now going through emails. When I go through emails, it's not just for like hair inquiries or for my hair business, but I do also have emails for different like affiliate opportunities or sponsor opportunities. So this was a sponsor opportunity that was sent out to me. And when I receive opportunities, I read through what they're wanting me to go over, and I always come back with a reply. Either it's going to be an offer where I'm negotiating typically what they offered me, or I'm accepting the offer, or I'm declining the offer, depending on if I find value or a benefit in whatever the company is offering. So I'm working on that. I'm also filling in my schedule for the week as well. So I'm kind of multitasking right now. I read my emails to make sure that I'm sticking on top of everything, and then I can go ahead and just plug it into my planner. So that's what I'm working on now. So right now we're discussing what they want for Christmas, which we have this discussion very, very frequently. So that's what we're talking about right now. All right, so that's enough for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the vlog here. We're just going to chill out for the rest of the night, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Did you just copy off me?